Okay, so we are going to learn about the partial fractions. Okay, wow. So let's learn the partial fraction. See, basically, we need to understand about the proper and improper fractions. Proper. There is a difference between proper and improper fractions. Okay, let's say a fraction. We have the fraction as p of x over q of x. Okay. So in this, if the degree of p of x is less than degree of q of x, then it is proper. It's a proper fraction degree. Okay, I'll give examples. For example, let's say 2x divided by 5x squared plus 3. This is a proper fraction, and otherwise degree of p of x is greater than q of x, then it's called improper fraction. Improper fraction, which for example we will have something like the 4x squared plus 2x plus 3 divided by, maybe we can say like 6x. This is a kind of improper fraction because the degree of this one is 2, numerator is 2, denominator is 1. Here it is numerator degree is greater than the denominator degree. So it is an improper fraction. So why do we have to understand this proper and improper fraction? Because we are going to integrate. When we integrate, suppose if we have been given the proper fraction like this, what we do is we have to apply the method of partial fraction. We have to write down in terms of partial fractions. However, if it is like this, p of x greater than q of x, then we have to write down in terms of improper fractions. Okay, 4x squared plus 2x plus 3. Okay, then for this one, what you do is you write down in terms of you have to do the long division. You have to basically just have to divide this and split in terms of some fraction, like some quotient fraction. Let's say this is capital Q of x, and then you will have some remainder fraction r of x divided by this denominator fraction, that is q of x. Okay, so this is basically you have to do the normal long division and then write out in this form. Then you know how to integrate this q of x, and then this will again break down into this proper fraction. There you have to apply the partial fraction. This is actually called as partial fraction decomposition. So in partial fraction decomposition, these are the forms that we have. For example, suppose if we have like px plus q divided by x minus a times x minus b, this can be decomposed to a divided by x minus a plus b divided by x minus b. Similarly, px plus q divided by x minus a whole square, this can be written as a divided by x minus a, that is without degree one term and another constant with the highest degree. Okay, and this one px squared plus qx plus r divided by x minus a into x minus b into x minus c. So if we have all the three terms are linear like this, then we have to apply corresponding concepts like a by first term, b by second term, and c by third term. And fourth one is px squared plus qx plus r divided by x minus a all squared into x minus b without higher degrees. So this can be done as a divided by x minus a, as like before we do here, right? When you compare this with the second, if it is with the degree like a 2, we have to write down without the highest degree, that is as like a normal linear term, and then the highest degree. So you have to start off like this. If it is x minus a all square, you have to give one constant for without the degree, or like this, and then with the degree, the highest degree, b divided by x minus a all square. Okay, the same way we have done here, a divided by x minus a plus b divided by x minus a all square, and then the remaining term, for this one we have to give one more constant, that is capital C divided by x minus b. And the last one is a little bit typical. px squared plus qx plus r divided by x minus a times of x squared plus bx plus c. For this alone we can give one constant. This is a simple linear term, x minus a. So for this alone we can give a simple constant, but this cannot be further factored. This cannot be further factorized, x squared plus bx plus c. So for that we have to write down as capital Bx plus c and then the same exact term. Okay, that is a linear term and this is also linear term. So for this linear term we have to give one constant, which is a divided by x minus a. And similarly for the other linear term we give one more constant, b divided by x minus b. Okay, this you understood. This is very simple. Okay, we don't have any degree for the linear term. For both the linear terms we don't have any degree. Now let's go to the second one, px plus q. Px plus q divided by x minus a square with degree 2. So what we have to do is, first you consider this without a degree. For temporarily you consider this without a degree. So if that is the case, I have to give one constant, x minus a. Okay, then actually you have to start off with increasing order. Suppose here it is only 2. Okay, given the 2, the degree is 2 only. So then you have to write down as x minus a square. You have to start off with the lowest degree. Either lowest degree another, if it is 2, 1 then adukku vandu or constant. I write down like this, a divided by x minus a. Then I have to start on increasing, b divided by x minus a all square. Okay, what is our question now? Suppose cube. Very good. That's a good question. So cube varundaduna, you have to give one more constant like this, plus c divided by x minus a cube. Okay, easier. Cube varundaduna, you have to give. You have to start off with the other sonala. You have to start off with the lowest degrees and increment the degrees by 1 by 1. Okay. So since this is x minus a whole square, I'm just stopping here, or I'm erasing here. Okay. Now let's go to the third one. Third one is easy. Px squared plus qx plus c all divided by 3 linear terms, x minus a, x minus b, and then x minus c. So for each of the linear terms we have to give one constant, that is a divided by x minus a plus b divided by x minus b plus capital C divided by x minus c. This is how we have to write. We have to decompose into partial fractions as like this. Okay, this understood? This is pretty easy. We don't have any highest degree. But wherever, suppose, maybe you can ask a question. Suppose if this is 2, in fact, for example, if this is 2, then you will have b divided by x minus c, then capital C divided by x minus b square, and then capital D divided by the last term, x minus c. Understood? Yes. Okay, 1 second. For example, this you understood, right? This you understood? All are linear terms, that is the simple linear terms. Okay. For example, suppose if if you get a fraction like this, px squared plus qx plus c. No, in that case you will get a cubic term over here. Just a moment. I will not get px squared plus qx plus c. Maybe you will get like px cube plus qx squared, p cube plus rx plus let's say some d. Okay, divided by x minus a, but x minus p all square. But you won't get this kind of tough questions in your exam. Just for your knowledge purpose, you can consider this, x minus a times x minus b all square times x minus c. So this can be decomposed as a divided by, for the first term I am giving constant, that is capital A constant, x minus a, plus capital B, that is, now I am actually focusing on the x minus b all square. So which means it is a square term. So I have to start off with x minus b without the square, and then increase it by x minus b, the next degree. You have to increase square. So now I completed for x minus b. Now there is x minus c is left over. So for that I have to give another constant. All the constants should be different letters, x minus c. But you won't get this kind of challenging questions in your CBSE level. Okay, but you can just simply know about it. This is x minus. Now you understood, right? Okay, good. Now let's move to the next one. Next one, yeah, next one now you will easily understand. Since you understood that other one, this is easy. Px squared plus qx plus r, x minus a all square. So start off with x minus a, increase it by 1 by 1. So a by x minus a plus b by x minus a all square. Then the last term is c by x minus b. And the fifth one is almost similar, but for the first linear term we give a constant a, but for this one this cannot be further factorized, so you have to follow this one. This is the rule: capital Bx plus c divided by x squared plus bx plus c. Okay.